What is up, everybody? This is IronTrek96 here, finally bringing you guys a video that has been long overdue. I hope you guys enjoy this collection video. As soon as you guys walk into my collection room, this is what you guys get to see. I mean, it doesn't seem like much at first, but wait until we get to the other side of this beautiful Middle-earth curtain here. It's supposed to be a shower curtain, but I figure I couldn't have something like this and not put it in my collection room, you know? But yeah, this thing right here really holds the room together. It's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It just gives off this very peaceful vibe. I don't know, I just love Lord of the Rings and everything that comes along with it. But yeah, that's the first thing you guys get to see when you walk in. To the left, straight ahead, we have these good old figures up here with carded figures, of course. The good old retro collection for the Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean. At World's End, Admiral Norrington. We have Prince of Persia, Prince Dastan. And we have the Galoob from, I believe it's 1988, if I'm not mistaken. So far I just have these four. I do plan on eventually getting the rest of them. We have the reaction figures right here for the Terminator and Terminator 2. And then I figure I get this guy from Eagle Force, Sergeant Blackstone. Because come on, they're obviously going for the good old Arnold Schwarzenegger look. For this guy, they just can't call him that. And right here to the right, we have my Blu-ray collection. It's not much, but it's still growing. It's pretty much all the movies that I grew up with and that I really enjoy. And I figure that deserve its place in my collection. Right above it is that Legacy Collection AT-AT right here. I have a, what is this? A drink container from the from Cinemark, the movie theater. Funko Pop Thanos, a little popcorn bucket right here, and right here are the Back to the Future DVDs. But yeah, so here is my Blu-ray collection. It's not really a massive Blu-ray collection, but for the most part, it's mainly made up of movies that I grew up with as a kid and movies that I actually still enjoy watching as an adult. And basically, they're my favorite movies of all time, all of these guys. And I'm actually quite proud of where my collection is at so far. I still hope to add to it, because yeah, this is nowhere near where I want to be when it comes to my Blu-rays. Especially, as you can tell with my MCU, I pretty much go as far as Endgame. The only one that I do have past Endgame is Far From Home, and anything past that, yeah, as you can see, it's not there. So eventually I do want to get the rest of the movies up to date and continue adding on. As for my DCEU movies, there's not really many to choose from either, because those are literally the only two I have right there: the Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. And I also do hope to add on to those guys as well. But yeah, go down here, we have these other guys. And down here, got these guys. Got a few shows to choose from. And some DVDs, some computer games, VHS. And then we move on over here, we have some more carded figures like Power of the Force, Force Ghost, Anakin, I guess old Anakin. Sebastian Shaw, I believe is his name. Sebastian Stan, I believe that's the Winter Soldier. Anyways, Phantom Menace Mace Windu without the purple lightsaber. This is before the man showed his lightsaber until episode 2. I just thought it was cool, that's why I got him. Pretty cool. Anyways, First Order, Force Awakens Stormtrooper, Legacy Collection, Commander Cody, Revenge of the Sith Palps there, Mr. Good Old Palpatine, with both the red and the blue lightsaber, and they're both Anakin's hilt, by the way, from the deleted scene, or the deleted fight sequence that we were supposed to originally get from the Revenge of the Sith, where he actually takes Anakin's lightsaber and I guess corrupts it and it becomes red or something like that. I don't know. Just from these Lucasfilm archives, videos that I've seen, that's where this comes from, pretty much. That's why he has that lightsaber. Thought it was cool. Then up above we have my Darth Vaders from Force Awakens line. Well, it came out with the Force Awakens line. That's this guy, and then Rogue One came out. That's where this guy's from. And then up above, that's from Solo. And next to that, we have my original DVDs for the full screen edition of the original saga. And then down here, I have that Nerf blaster. Just keep up there. It's pretty cool. And we have my BMF right up there. Proud of this thing. And with the Ghost coming soon, hopefully by mid next year, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put that. But yeah, here is that Rogue One assault carrier, whatever, I forget what it's called. I know it's an ACT, I believe. My Clone Wars ATTE. Then of course I have General Zod, Mark 1 Iron Man, that armored Batman, a few little canned beers up there with baby Yoda, Lord of the Rings, Walking Dead. And if we go ahead and loop back around, there's the main door that we just walked in from, and there is this Middle Earth, beautiful Middle Earth curtain right here. And on the other side is where my main collection lies. So keep in mind, you guys, this isn't everything. This is probably about half of what I own that I had the room for, pretty much. This is the only stuff that I pretty much figure I could put out on display. Everything else is pretty much put away in little storage buckets and stuff like that. I wish I had the room for everything, but unfortunately it's just one of the problems most of us collectors face. So anyways, that being said, let's start off over here next to the main door. We have Black Pearl by Zizzle, and this is my childhood Black Pearl right here. Seen better days, but I figure I couldn't part ways with it, so I just keep it up here with good old Bulkhead and Studio Series Ironhide guarding, along with Batman and Superman there. The good old Adam West Batman that just decided to fall over. There we go. Got the Hulk, Captain Jack Sparrow. And if we zoom out a little bit, we have this whole section here dedicated to my Star Trek props, I guess you can say. I'm really proud of this phaser right there. That's that Bluetooth TV remote phaser. Playmates phasers right there. Playmates tricorder. Let's see, we have the I believe it's Diamond Select Star Trek Enterprise phaser communicator set, and this beautiful color changing transparent schematic of the Enterprise. I also have the Enterprise D, so it came with both of those, and I like to switch them from time to time. And right down here I have my good old Black Series Mando helmet that I have up there right now. And all these boxes pretty much have my cosplay stuff for the armor, 3D printed armor pieces, some other toys and stuff like that. And then tucked away back there is another legacy collection, AT-AT, I believe. I think this is the maybe this is the vintage collection one, I'm not sure. And then behind that, move these boxes out of the way, we have my Monopolies, my Monopoly games. Some little hidden gems down there. And then this little guy I'm proud of. I made that Monopoly game myself. And pretty much all these books right here, magazines, Lord of the Rings little pocket size books, The Hobbit. And right up here we have this Bib and Tucker store display. It's a metal shelf. They actually had this at my workplace. We were gonna get rid of it, so I figured I'd go ahead and take it, along with this Guinness beer right here, harp. It's actually made out of solid wood. Pretty cool. I just have it stashed away in here for now until I have the room for it or sell it. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of like it. Here are my Studio Series 38, and then the game edition right here, Studio Series 3 and 4. Good old Optimus, Megatron, and then Bumblebee, Optimus. And I'm still after that Rise of the Beast Studio Series Prime, which is ridiculous. You just can't get that thing anywhere, at least for that retail price, because scalpers are gonna want an arm and a leg for those. All right, and as we go ahead and step on into the other side of this curtain, I'm gonna go ahead and close that back up. And this is the sight that we get on the other side of this curtain. It's the Shire. I don't know, it's just something peaceful, something beautiful about this world of Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. It's just, especially the Shire, everything about it is just peace. So, as we move on, there is that Bib and Tucker display shelf where I keep the few little knickknacks here and there. I have these limited edition Johnny Walker Scotch whiskey here for the Game of Thrones, A Song of Fire and A Song of Ice. And I also have the other one, the least expensive one, the one with the White Walker. Unfortunately, that's the one I cracked open, so it just seemed wrong to keep it here, but these guys are still sealed. Let's move down. We have all these vintage collection figures that I am still yet to open. I do plan on opening every single one of these guys. I am not going to display them, not these guys, because my main display for the vintage collection is actually right back there behind me. So as we move on to the right hand side of that shelf, we have my gaming area right here. It's my PlayStation 2, original childhood PlayStation 2, PS3, PS4, PC. And as we move up, we have these guys right there. My PS4 games are hidden back there. We have these guys. And we have good old Sauron, which is a pretty cool figure. We have my other PS3 games, stuff like that. And then right next to these guys, we have these guys that I pretty much have gotten recently, fairly recently, like the past few months, and I have nowhere else to put them. So I started to display them on top of my PS3 games, my other PS3 games. There's a few hidden gems in there. They're all pretty cool. And down here we have these guys as well, and then to the left of that we got these guys, and then behind this, my PSP, PS2 games that I grew up with. And I figure I'll go ahead and show them while I'm at it. Alright. And then right above that we have the rest of my Monopoly games. My AGP plush, the large size one. Of course I had to get him. That's, may he rest in peace. That's one of the YouTubers that I grew up with and really loved his content. And biggest regret is never having met the guy while he was still on this earth. But hey, he left a good legacy, and may he rest in peace. Anyways, got my Leader Class Megatron, which I got from a toy show for only $60. Still sealed and everything. Yeah, that was a heck of a find. Then we have my other stuff right over here. Flintlock, cigar humidor, desk humidor. And you know, quite a few things. And then over here we have this other display shelf that I got from work. It's pretty cool. This one's made out of solid wood. This ain't one of those cheap display ones. Yeah, it just fits so perfectly right up here on top of my mini fridge. So yeah, I figure go ahead and use it. I mean, the color is pretty ugly. It does stand out. I do plan, I mean, this probably won't happen anytime soon, but I do plan on painting this to match this. That way it's this whole wooden color theme as opposed to this bright orange. But all in all, it's pretty cool. I don't have much on it right now other than my blower fan, and then these few loose things here and there, which I do plan on moving. They're just there right now as space holders. But then these guys up here I do plan on keeping. I have my Dark of the Moon Voyager Prime, then my leader class Brawl from the first movie, then World of Halo, that giant walker thing, I forget what it's called. I just got it because that thing is inexpensive and it's awesome and it's huge and it goes along with pretty much any 3 3/4 inch figure. So then my Legends class Devastator, and then up above we have my Revenge of the Sith collection, still sealed. I mean, some of the boxes have seen better days, but yeah, we have the Emperor, Darth Vader, Anakin, Obi-Wan, super articulated antenna mold as he's known, clone. And then we have the, in my opinion, one of the best clone trooper figures out there. If it wasn't for the upper arms or the upper body on this guy, everything else about him would be perfect. The ATTE gunner. And as we move on over here, it's my Mando helmet. We have the holographic Toys R Us exclusive Emperor, and Governor Tarkin, Count Dooku, General Grievous, his Magna Guard, and Super Battle Droid, and the Destroyer Droid. There's Jesus. Besides that is Bail Organa, Senator Bail Organa, Senator Mon Mothma, Senator Padme Amidala, C-3PO, R2-D2, and then right down there is Mace Windu, which this ship here is currently blocking. Gotta find a new spot for that. Got Yoda and Palpatine. Alright, and as we loop back around over here, this is where we got our Transformers on this shelf. Well, Queen Anne's Revenge right up there. I can't believe this figure, or this ship, is 10 years old already. So we do the math, I got this when I was still in high school. That's crazy. But yeah, I have a little diorama going on here, like this clone here is trying to make a deal with these Jawas, which have now hijacked and confiscated this ship from its previous owners and made it theirs. But yeah, down here on my Studio series, these aren't my childhood Transformers, by the way. So my childhood Transformers are actually put away in here, somewhere in there. I have a whole bunch of other figures and stuff in here that's probably just a quarter, maybe half of what I have put away that's not on display. It's in here. Then of course the other half of the stuff that I don't have on display are gonna be in there in my closet. So back to it. So this is where I have my Studio series Transformers. Good old Lord Megatron there from Revenge of the Fallen, and I do have the Dark of the Moon one, leader class, and then the movie one, Voyager class. I do want to still get Galvatron. So anyways, yeah, just take a look at these guys. They're pretty cool and everything. So that's my Decepticons up there. Still a little bummed out that they never released a Studio series scale frenzy to go along with, you know, the rest of these guys. They did release a Rabbids that came along with Grindor, however you want to call them, but I keep my Legends one there because I still don't have that one. And below it is my Autobots. We have pretty much in all their glory, according to the Allspark. There is that Rise of the Beast Voyager Prime, but this is not the Studio series one. This is the movie mainline one, I guess, which is not bad, but it's not Studio series one. Down here I have my 2 o'clock on the dot childhood Ironhide that I grew up with, Voyager class. Of course I gotta keep them there. I got a couple of turbo tanks right there. And of course my AC unit spills out a lot of water, so I have it collecting in there. And then we loop around over here. I don't have any of my Force FX lightsabers out. Those are actually in storage, and I have not been able to find those. I mean, I know they're in the closet. I just don't want to move things around. So yeah, these are pretty much space holders for now. These guys are gonna go ahead and be here and keep this area looking like I wanted to. Anyways, here are my sealed Clone Wars figures. Commander Cody, Captain Rex, my boy Captain Rex right there. We have a Sabine, then Tartakovsky, Tootie Clone Wars figure, Clone Trooper figure right there, and the Filoni 3D animated right here, Clone Trooper as well. Above that we have this very nice, it's like made out of this cork material map. It's amazing. I keep my Jesus up there, and then my 4 little pirate ships. And above that we have the Legacy Collection, Phase 1, 2, and I guess you could say Phase 3, but no, that wouldn't really be Phase 3, but to me it is. Just the Stormtrooper. And then as we move on over here, we have our Big Bang Theory Star Trek themed figures, which are amazing, and I am glad to have gotten them for a steal recently. Here are my main collection for the vintage collection figures. I have Cad Bane. Of course, I gotta keep that guy up there, you know, have a good look at what I have. Sure, pretty much this is gonna be as good as it's gonna get, 'cause I'm out of room. Then that loops us back around over there where I have my Indy figures, my Star Trek figures, my Blu-Rays are over there. So yeah, it's on the other side of this. Alright, so here are my loose figures that I have on display, 3 3/4 inch of course. And keep in mind, you guys, this is nothing compared to what I actually have. This is probably, I'd say, about a third of everything that I have. Everything else being put away in storage because I just don't have the room for it. But these are pretty much the figures that have some kind of a connection to me, that I really want to have out here on display for set reason. So like, we start off here, this little section is for the Avengers, Marvel, you know, superhero oriented. Next to them we have a couple of DC figures, along with some other superheroes kind of mixed in there from other lines like Mr. Incredible. We do have the Terminator back there, as you can see him, Red Skull, a few G.I. Joe, Fortnite, Indiana Jones, Army of Darkness. Then of course we have The Hobbit, Pirates of the Caribbean, which are awesome figures, well detailed for their time. These figures were just amazing. And they still hold up nowadays, despite being so old, in the sense that they're 10 years plus already. Anyways, we have my original amp suit from the 2009 Avatar movie. I believe it's 2009. This kind of goes into the Star Wars. I kind of wanted this little section here to be like just regular citizens from Star Wars, you know, custom figures. They're supposed to be like bounty hunters, pirates, smugglers, just regular citizens mixed in there, along with our heroes, you know, Mando, Grogu, Boba Fett, Clone Wars Cad Bane. Then it kind of transitions into the Clone Wars back here. So we have our separatists right there, and kind of goes on to the Republic. Of course, I have to have our main guy right here. What's his name? Baron Papanoida, I believe. Chairman Baron Papanoida. I'm not sure. I know it's Papanoida, but of course it's George Lucas. I mean, gotta have the guy front and center. Let's move on over here. We have my clones. By the way, clones are probably my favorite. The clones are my favorite thing about Star Wars. There, I said it. The clones, along with, of course, a lot of other things. But when I think of Star Wars, I think about clones. And any little bit we get about clones, you know, whether it be figures, content, Disney puts out, you know, in the new shows and everything. I just can't get enough of it. But yeah, you know, and right around here, that gap is that transitions from the Republic to the Empire, slowly but surely. And just a little tiny bit of the First Order right there. Not much. Not really a big fan of the First Order. More of an Empire Republic type of guy. And then here we have our original trilogy heroes. Luke, Leia, Han, Chewbacca. We got Lando. And then of course I included my couple of Rebels figures there. And I had to put Rey there, of course. I mean, how can you not? Then we have our clones and stormtroopers. There's that guy, he's pretty much dead. My Chihuahua got to it. My Chihuahua got to him. But yeah, we'll move down. Down here, this is where I have my painting. Well, it's not really a painting, but it's supposed to be like a painting. The Avengers Age of Ultron. My original Star Wars movie poster. My line of ships, or ships of the line from Starfleet. All the hero ships basically before Discovery. So then I have these guys up here, which by the way are from 1984, I believe. And then down here, it was supposed to be for my Hot Wheels movie collection for the saga. The Star Wars released Hot Wheels released Star Wars episodes 1 through 6, I believe, and then there was a Clone Wars and a Rebels one. I can't find those. Again, those are somewhere in my storage, but I do want to put those guys here eventually. I have my Simpsons little figurines up there, and of course I have this toy line. Venom is pretty cool. It's from the dollar store, believe it or not, and they're actually not cheap feeling figures. Behind that, it's Iron Man, and then this newer Mech Strike Force Black Panther. Then we have this guy, another ATT clone gunner, which I do want to put up. Hopefully, I don't know, I have to find a spot for it, but I do want to put this guy up. And then this 3-pack right here from the Kenobi show. And then behind that is the another 3-pack, but from Jedi Survivor. And if we loop back around, here's my hats, wall divider, and there's the curtain, the Shire. Alright, so this concludes my collection video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for new content, hopefully dropping soon. And there's my little Chihuahua I spoke of. Say what's up, buddy. But anyways, again, thank you guys so very much. I truly appreciate your guys' views. And don't forget to give this video a like. Please subscribe, share. And this is IronTrek96 saying I'll see you guys soon in my next video.